see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
I totally fucked it.
Oh my God, Jason!
I fucked it. Now we're back. Now it's recording.
Okay, well, you know what? We got warmed up. My throat's lubed up. Let's do this.
I appreciate you. I know you probably work with disabled kids.
I do, yeah. So this is normal.
Jade, Catra.
No! It's Catta.
Catta-Preta.
Catta-Preta. Catta-Preta. Catta-Preta. Jade Morena.
Well, I'm keeping this take.
You should.
I'm keeping it.
Because you know what? Life's not perfect, babe.
So, fuck. Well, just so you know, we were recording for about 5 minutes.
We were saying so much interesting, cool stuff that you guys are never going to hear.
It is completely in the ether now. So.
I didn't like the stuff I was saying anyway. It's fine.
No, I'm pregnant.
But I did say that I wanted to be banged by my sister, but we'll never understand why now.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the best parts of the human body. And you would go top lady, bottom dude.
But less hair on the butthole.
Less hair on the butthole.
Yeah, I feel bad for you guys. I feel like you have to go through a lot when you do that.
Yeah, you don't want a dog's ear full of peanut butter under your nutsack.
Yeah,
madam.
I wouldn't put it that way, but yeah.
Somebody, some people have foot fetishes.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's funny because on my podcast I keep talking about foot stuff, and now I've just become the weird foot comic girl. But yeah, I'm fascinated by people with foot fetishes.
Yeah.
Just because I think feet themselves are disgusting.
They are.
They look weird. They ugh. I look at mine. Mine are like kind of long. Like my toes are too long. They should be a little stubbier.
My second toe is probably about an inch longer than my big toe.
Oh, I heard that's good luck.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know who told me.
Somebody at Aldo?
Yeah. Somebody's like, oh, you don't fit this shoe? Lucky for you.
I guess it's Crocs for the rest of your life.
Oh, I love Crocs, dude. That's a new thing for me.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. I thought they were just for like rapey chefs and like fat dudes, but they're for everybody. They're so comfortable.
I wore them in Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
Because my running shoes were soaked from the humidity.
Oh, wow. That's how wet it gets in the air?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, that was...
yeah. That's like, I think the only place I've ever been was Catalina. Like in Catalina, my clothes were all wet in my closet.
Yeah, the moisture that you... it's weird. There's humidity here. You can start to feel it to come up. Yeah.
I like being oppressively hot. Like where I just feel the heat pushing against me and I'm pushing against it.
Like Vegas in August.
Ooh, Daddy, I miss Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, it's gross, but I like it. I like the old strip.
Yeah.
That's where I like to stay. The old strip in Vegas.
It's that was another place that was, like we were talking earlier before I didn't hit record. 15 years ago, going to the Comedy Store and it was empty after a rigorous touring schedule in Europe. And then I come to the Comedy Store to see this.
The world's famous Comedy Store, empty.
And I couldn't find anybody who worked there. You remember at one point you'd have to look for staff?
Oh, we ran the place. Like the comics who worked there at the time ran the place completely. Like, yeah, I remember I would get like stuff would happen all the time where I'd need help. Like, cause I was like, I'm this tiny lady and I'm like, I have to stock this huge bar.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, can anybody help me? They're like, well, you can do comedy by yourself. You can do that by yourself, bro. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah. That's the
frat.
It's a total frat house with legendary characters coming in and out of it all the time.
No, it's a cool place. I mean, I'm glad that we got to see it, the come up of it, and like, being through all the eras of it. I mean, I wish I got to live there in the 70s and I got to see all the cocaine usage and all the weird stuff.
Oh, there was cocaine there in 2000s too.
Yeah, not for me. So I was like, I only like 70s cocaine stuff.
You hang out with a different class of people.
Yeah, like I'm actually, I talk about this all the time. I'm really happy that I had a boyfriend when I first started comedy. I always kind of was like in monogamous relationships.
Yeah.
And it kept me safe.
Yeah.
Safer.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because I would have slept with everybody. I would have lost all my respect.
Yeah, you can't piss in your own swimming pool.
You can't.
It's really, people try and navigate that, and then all the drama starts to unfold, and now you're in this dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
By employment.
Exactly.
And but it's funny because I see the dynamics of the different personalities, and I can clearly tell who's fucking and who's not.
Yeah, you can tell, right?
You're not fooling.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty sneaky. Like, I was so innocent when I first got there because I hadn't done stand-up or lost my soul yet. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, everybody's friends with everybody and nothing's going on.
Yeah.
But then I found out that like all the door guys were getting like blowjobs and, you know, they would be like, hey, it's $20 for VIP and just stealing money from people basically. Yeah. And I was like, I want to do that, you know, but I was just way too pure and like not involved in that kind of ring up of it.
You hang out with probably your family loved you.
My family, yeah, my family did. Oh, my family loved me. Maybe too much. Maybe the codependence is. I lean on the other side.
Okay.
They held me too much.
They held you too much.
Yeah, too many hugs.
Sister.
One sister.
Older.
Younger, just had a baby, so I'm the hotter
Does their name
sister.
Start with an M?
No.
Shit.
Why? Were you having like a spirit moment?
I have them from occasionally. Usually,
do you really?
Usually, there's some recordings of things, and I can create some truths.
My boyfriend had a ghost experience the other day. Actually, this is for real. Like, I'm not joking. This is not a joke. We stayed in this cottage in this farm, and he woke up in the middle of the night screaming because he felt someone licking his nipple.
What?
Yeah, I think a ghost molested him. I'm not kidding. It's not a joke.
Yeah,
and then we were like uncomfortable the rest of the time. And I would go turn on the lights and the lights wouldn't turn on. And then he would turn them on and they would turn on. I was like, is this ghost trying to fuck with me because it wants to fuck my boyfriend? Like I was having like a weird.
You can Google those addresses and find out what kind of.
We figured it out.
Is there murders?
No, the
slaughterhouse.
Oh no, not that exciting. Creepier. A church. It was a church and a school. It was
they
like
were
a schoolhouse.
totally after your boyfriend's nipples. Who wouldn't be at a church?
I mean, he's a sexy man, but yeah, for ghosts to be coming back for that nipple, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of realms to cross to just get a little nipple action.
That is a big, they don't really come around here that much, the ghosts.
I don't know. I've never really had, I've been talking more and more about it because all these people have ghost experiences at the Comedy Store. And I had a couple like very brief, like, oh yeah, I saw that too, you know, but I don't know. I'm too cynical.
Now, is there any kind of gypsy blood in your family? Do you have anybody that does like
voodoo stuff?
Yeah, like cards and whatnot.
Well, my mom
Witchcraft.
my mom is very spiritual. We grew up very spiritual, and she's had a lot of crazy experiences. But yeah, one time like somebody put like a chicken feather and something else outside her door, and she was like, "Don't look at it, and close the door. So I'm scared of voodoo stuff. Not gonna lie, witchcraft.
Is that a more popular religion in Brazil over?
They're Catholic.
Catholics?
Yeah, they're Catholic.
Okay.
But then there's also a huge Creole contingency of people like in Bahia and stuff like that. So yeah, voodoo and all that stuff is like, you know, the goddess of the sea and all the scary shit that goes with it.
What was Serpent Under the Rainbow?
What?
Maybe if I don't stumble, Serpent Under the Rainbow. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
I think it's in Haiti. And they do some voodoo stuff where you're catatonic, but you can still feel things, and they bury the guy alive.
That's one of my biggest fears.
Being buried alive?
Not being able to move. Like I have that dream a lot where like I know I'm awake. Like I know I'm sleeping and I can wake up, but I can't feel my body. Do you ever get that? It's like called sleep paralysis.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not dreaming still?
No, I'm awake and I can like sometimes I'll be able to open my eyes and I can see my body and I cannot move it. And then I go back to sleep and I wake up and I can like shake awake.
Maybe it's like a gear change to go from your dream state to physicality.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got like a kind of a pause.
Yeah, maybe.
To hop from
They're like,
one
not
to
yet,
another.
buddy. You need more rest.
Now, is it like, do you feel numb or just kind of like?
I start profusely sweating because I'm exuding so much energy trying to move and I can't fucking move.
You just told me earlier you went to the Price is Right high on mushrooms, and now you're worried about not being able to wiggle your toes while you're sleeping.
I did. Okay, but that was a mistake. Okay, that was the biggest I micro dose and I feel it so much. That day when I went to the Price is Right, I had eaten like a half a bagel covered in mushrooms with an empty stomach.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Amateur. No, man. I told you I saw that homeless person cry blood, and then I was like, ugh. And then it was when Veep was out. Remember that show Veep?
Yeah.
And it was like a picture of her smiling, and her smile just kept getting bigger and more like fucking Joker-like. And I was like, this is not right. You know when it's not right.
Now, were your friends any help in your situation? Were they too bugged out to actually
They were in their
console you?
own. I don't even remember. But all I could see, like, I was just projectile vomiting, and then I would look up in the mirror, and I would have a tiny shrunken head. Remember?
You were vomiting on mushrooms?
Oh, yeah, projectile. Oh, it's the worst.
It sounds terrible. My friend got pepper sprayed by the police high on mushrooms at a bush party.
At
British
a what
Columbia.
party? Oh, I thought you said a bush party.
Yeah, bush party.
Like celebrating the Bush administration?
No, this is I'm old. So Canadians would have bush parties, which is usually the neighboring wooded area close to your home.
Oh, that's very Virginia of you, yeah.
And you'd have a fire and beers in the bush until the police would come.
And then you'd run into the forest, and I miss that.
They were high on mushrooms. The police came, chased them. One guy jumped over a barrier and fell down a cliff and died because he thought it was just a fence.
Oh, man, that's such a bummer. This got dark.
Pepper spray in the other guy's eyes.
Have you ever been pepper sprayed? It's intense as fuck.
I was going to say something rude.
Oh, what?
Do
you have a booger?
No, pepper spray is like foreplay.
Really? You don't even get it?
I call it the the Mrs. Dash.
Oh, I see. So you're like a little bit masochistic. You like a little pain? Like you like people punching you in the face when you're about to come?
No, but I've been in relationships where the girl was very advanced BDSM type person. Right. And I'll never forget this because ever been punched on the face when you're on top?
No, that's a lot because it's got to come from the bottom swing. That's a lot of, you got to get momentum.
That was a not hard enough full blast in the face. You're not fucking hard enough.
I just feel like it's so much work, the BDSM. It's like, okay, let's fuck. Oh, wait, let me get the whip. Hold on, let me get into my latex.
There's
like,
no
like a little choke, a little aggression, but like we were having sex in the shower the other day. We only got this Airbnb because of the big shower. And sorry, whoever I'm renting from.
Yeah, you might want to squeegee off the drain.
My bad. Yeah, that's come all over the walls. But we like hit each other in the face by accident. He has a tooth that he constantly breaks, and he thought I ripped through my lip, and I thought I broke his tooth. So we were both like, "Oh no!" Lost the mood. But yeah, it's just like even that, it's too much for me.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are not creative enough in their own state of mind that they need to put a bunch of bells and whistles around. I don't know.
To get through the trauma. To get to the enjoying part.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been to...
That's interesting to think about that. Well, it's a lot of people have, Stockholm Syndrome, like where they need to repeat things that traumatize them in order to feel in control, in order to feel sexy. Like a lot of people have rape fantasies or, like they need the man to be more aggressive. And, hopefully that changes because it's like, hopefully not every engagement out for young women or, by force. Yeah. I think that's changing a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's more information available now to find out why you do what you do and why, and if it's a good thing for your health.
Is there going to be anything left to make fun of?
Yeah, always. The only thing is there'll always be comedians as far as, I don't know.
I feel like it's getting harder and harder to talk about anything.
Well, because we've put ourselves in a position where we're self-monitoring ourselves in various platforms.
Because of the fear.
Yeah.
I don't want to get canceled, do you? I don't want to be the first woman to be Me Too.
I can't get canceled. I'm uncancelable.
Uncancelable because you're already canceled.
I quit. You said something last time we talked about, movie star.
Yeah.
And I'm the other end of that.
What is that? I feel like improv is on the other side. You don't want to be there.
Okay.
I'm in an improv troupe.
Hey, what's your language in here, you piece of shit? No one says improv in here.
I'm a clown. I'm doing children's parties. What's on the other end of a movie star? Comic? Self-employed? I mean, we do it all now.
The movie thing is like you're joining someone else's circus.
Yeah.
And I just came to see the elephants poop.
Oh, I see. So you want to watch from afar.
And disrupt it.
Yeah.
My friend calls it the imp of the perverse.
Oh, I love that.
And
say that 5 times fast.
Imp. Well, no.
No.
I'm still a little hurt about fucking up your name 9 times.
Oh, honey, believe me, if you were the first, it would hurt me, but you're not.
No, I know, but
I'm numb
it's
to
like
it.
I'd have to write it.
The letters are a lot.
And break it down. No, it's simple.
It really is frenetic, but but a lot of people have a hard time with it. It's something about how many T's there are in a row and the hyphen, and my name kind of could rhyme with it. Like if you say Jada, so a lot of people will say Jada Catta-Preta, and that's
Catta-Preta.
Start to
Catta-Preta.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Catta-Preta.
Yeah.
My brain was steering away from the word cat because I knew that you couldn't be a cat.
No, but I say caterpillar to people when I need to help them. I'm like caterpillar.
Catta-Preta.
Yeah.
Catta-Preta.
Yeah.
All right, I'm learning today.
I know. I mean, I'm all about teaching.
You should have saw me on set in that film I'd done a couple years ago, struggling with memorization and.
That's why you
lines.
want to disrupt, because you got a little tiny bit of fear with it.
I couldn't be disruptive.
Yeah.
I had to bite my id.
Yeah.
And line up for first time.
It's hard to line up sometimes. I have a hard time. I'm split in two constantly, where there's like the comic side of me that wants to be like, no, fuck you, fuck this. Like, I can see whatever I want. Let me be me. Like, I'm special, And then there's that part of me that's like, okay, I won't talk about weed and I won't show my butt and I'll do whatever you want. ABC.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There is, I want to find a
cause.
middle. Yeah, for a bigger cause.
Sure.
My bank account. No, but I do want to be part of things. Like, I like being I like the group mentality. Like, that's why stand-up can be kind of overwhelming for me sometimes, because I wish I had somebody that was like, is this funny? Like, just to bounce off of. I love that feeling of like, we made this together. Like, I really like that.
Well, you've got an Ivy League degree.
I do.
In comedy. Really just from association. Like, you couldn't have been at the even Jimmy Schubert would tell me, he's like, it's better now. Like, than it was in the 80s.
That,
Like, he's like, I've never seen 500 people in a line on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Right before COVID, it was just getting there on a Friday, doing that main room.
Yeah.
And you can't explain it to people, the feeling. Just like when people are milking everything you're saying, and that silence right before the eruption is like, it's addicting. I mean, it's a fucking drug, And
seeing the people that were regulars previous to the boom getting their day in the sun.
Yeah.
Brian Holtzman, seeing his rise to position on a lineup that was regular, and now he's kind of getting the fruits of his labor by living here in Austin.
Him. Yeah. He's such a fun weirdo. I love him so much. The fun part of it also was like being at the Comedy Store all the time. You know all these people so personally, and then you see the audience's reaction to them. I love that feeling too. Like I would stay late, obviously, and see people react to Don Barris. If you guys haven't seen Don Barris' Ding Dong Show, I recommend it. It's not for everybody, but it's for me.
You can't redneck it. I would bring girls there to find out if they were compatible in a relationship by watching the Ding Dong Show.
That's how I feel. I'm like, if you don't get this, like you don't get me. Like, I brought a couple of people and I was like, how funny is this? Look at Don Barris's face when he dances. He's like a baby. And people are like, I don't.
Why do you want the man to look like a baby?
I don't know what it is. He just, he reminds me of that baby from,
but that's what your friends
remember
are
the dancing
saying.
baby?
Yeah.
From Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
Liz McGuire? No, it's not Lizzie McGuire. Come on, what's the show about the lawyer who used to be able to, she would see a dancing baby all the time.
You flying that hand around.
It.
Look at you.
You get it.
You're going to hit your kids. I can see with the hands.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian.
Is that a child?
No, I just said that.
No.
I would never hit a child. I'm too gentle. My dog, thank God she had some past issues because I could have never trained her.
What kind of dog you got?
I got a Chihuahua mix named Cheryl.
Cheryl?
Cheryl. She smokes Virginia Slims.
A lot of people have small dogs in LA, name them after old ladies.
Yeah, I like that. I like going, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Cheryl.
What's Earl Skakel's dog's name?
I don't know, probably like Barbara or something like that.
I think it's Barbara, maybe. Yeah.
I just love human names with dogs. I just think it's so like, you hear one that's like, come on, Sparky. And you're like, really, Sparky?
Patches.
Yeah. Like,
I call every dog, every animal Whiskers.
I like that. Because they get the little.
Well, I say shit whiskers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like calling them fucked up names too. But then I read a study about like putting negative words onto something and how it like actually affects them in a vibrational way. Have you ever, like they did 2 plants where one they'd be like, you're a piece of shit. You're never going to go. You're a piece of shit. And the other one they'd be like, you're beautiful. Grow, look at, and it literally grew better than the other one. They were in the same spot.
That transcends through every living thing though. You play classical music around babies, they're going to be a little more prone to a broader thought. I have a very limited thesaurus that I work with.
No, you're good. You're very verbose.
What's verbose?
When you know a lot of verbs.
Verbose. I should have figured that out. Okay.
I know, you go to the Latin root. I mean, I'm an immigrant. I say words that I think are real. Like the other day I said vacuous because I thought it meant like large, and it doesn't mean that at all. It means like empty and like nothing.
Vapid.
No, yeah, it's the same as, it's close to vapid, yeah.
Vapid
same
is
Latin root.
Empty. A lot of the girls I've dated are vapid.
Vapid.
Empty souls. And I'm constantly shoveling into it until I'm depleted. And then they leave. Yeah. Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
The whole thing seems super toxic, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
It's me. Anyway, let's not get into that.
No, why? Let's get into that. I feel like I'm interested now. I'm like, I want to break it down. Like, what was your first relationship like? Like, when did you lose your virginity? How did you lose your virginity?
I was 38.
Fuck off. Come on.
No, probably, I was at least 18.
You don't remember the exact age?
Probably 17, 18.
Okay. That's pretty late.
With a redhead named Rachel.
Interesting.
Who was technically, I'll be honest with you, I think I was assaulted.
Stop. See, this is my proof. I feel like almost every comedian has had a weird first experience.
Yeah. I was, virgin at the skateboard park in Hamilton, where am I from? This young lady and I started to make some conversation. We ended up back at her place. It sounds like I'm doing a bit now.
Yeah, and it also sounds like, why does she have a place already? Was she much older than you?
No.
Like her parents' place?
Her parents' place, okay. And now that I'm revisiting
I'm like, I'm telling you the problem. She's too old for you. No,
she was probably the same age.
Okay, cool.
Almost exact, if I remember it correctly. And I thought I'd maybe make out with this young lady, but she yanked me into her bedroom and pulled down my pants. And I was like,
that's assault.
I didn't plan on fucking.
Yeah.
And I remember the next day, and I remember being all hungover and going to work and being at work going, I feel like someone cut my thumbs off. I felt that there was something taken from me. Maybe was I raped?
Yeah. You might have been. I mean, it was forceful. That's the problem. It's like with girls, it's like girls can just go and rip someone. That's not fair. That's like, there was never a consentful conversation. Like, and what are you supposed to do? It's awkward. It's uncomfortable to say no sometimes when you're a kid,
I didn't know what was going to entail. I didn't even start masturbating until after I had sex the first time.
Why so late?
Because sex was something that was on the shelf.
But once it was awakened in you, it was like forcibly taken from you. So like your Stockholm is almost this thing where it was like you needed other people to give you this approval before you even did it to yourself.
Did what to myself?
Before you started masturbating. You weren't even masturbating before her. So it's like it awakened this thing in you, but it was forced by other people and not something you decided to do.
I think I was probably preoccupied with some sort of post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
And then that was, I don't know. Yeah, it was really weird. I didn't feel like sad, but I felt like I've been tripped.
Yeah.
And pushed.
Yeah, and also you probably haven't come full terms with those emotions until now, probably, until you're older, like, and you look back and you're like, oh wait, that was really fucked up. Like,
yeah. I honestly, out of the laundry list of anything that bad can happen to a person, that's really at the bottom.
No, I know it doesn't seem that drastic of a thing, and we don't, sometimes, things happen to us and it's like, meh, whatever, but like Like I had a weird modeling scout who like took me in a back room and pulled down my shirt and like licked my tits. And I was like 17. And my parents didn't want me to take the meeting. Okay. So
What?
Yeah. Like I was
wow.
like, yeah. And then
the confidence.
Yeah. He just ripped down my shirt. I remember it and then I went back to the meeting with all the other agents or whatever, didn't say anything. And I was like, okay, thank you guys so much. And didn't tell anyone for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Because my parents didn't want me to go to the meeting. They were like, it's sketchy. We get a sketchy feeling. And so I snuck out. I was like in New York and I snuck in to like meet these guys for this modeling meeting.
And they were like, this girl's willing to take a risk. We'll take advantage of her vulnerability.
I never thought it was a big thing. Like because I had never, like that's probably the extent of my intense assault, but like, shit like that would happen all the time when I was a kid and I was modeling and they would just come on to you so aggressively and you'd be like, no. And then you'd have to act like nothing happened, if you wanted to continue to working there. But yeah, I didn't come to terms with that shit until I was much older. And I was like, wait a minute, like, I think it's almost why I got into stand up because like to have the power back.
There would be men that would murder those people in your life. I don't even know your social circles, but if there was somebody that you confided to, that was a legit no fuck around guy.
I told nobody. I told no one. And I was like still hoping they would sign me. Like that's how, you know what I mean? I was just so like, I've been so obsessed with this dream of this career for so long that I honestly like, people just put, I can see all those women who are getting fucked up by, like the Woody Allens and like these huge people in power. And what do you say? Like, you're just in this position where you can't say anything, but comedy helps with that for me.
Yes. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Because you're dealing with people that have their own, crosses to bear. Mm-hmm. So you're dealing with a bunch of rescue animals.
Yeah. We're all broken toys.
Yeah. Fuck.
We're like the toys that they come up on.
I don't mind it. Yeah. And that's the
Toy
thing.
Story.
I think that's why Hollywood has such an exploitive attitude towards, because you're getting a lot of talented and broken people that people put them in positions so that they can fuck them literally.
Yeah. Look at all the pieces of shit in LA that take advantage of actors and young, like all the people that overcharge for like photos, all these agencies that are like, you have to pay us, all these like fake teachers and these, you do all this extra work and it's like hours and hours and they treat you like shit. And it's like all because it's like, you just want to put in your time and put in your dues.
And then
like,
you realize you're being groomed for something else.
Yeah, grooming is like a whole new thing that I didn't even really understand until like a couple of years ago.
It's weird.
It's really weird.
I'm glad. I know you're staying in LA and you're doing the movies and the TVs. And I'm just relieved that it doesn't really have a place for me anymore after spending the time here.
Sometimes I feel that way. Like I wish I didn't need it, or I wish I could find a lot of more worth for myself, not based on my career, and that's a constant thing.
You're already a movie star. They're just, I don't know about movie star. They're catching up to you.
Yeah.
They're catching up to you.
Yeah.
And you have a thick, shell.
I do. I have
a callous
I'm a bit
from
callous.
Experience, but it doesn't come through in bitterness. That's what I mean.
Sometimes I have moments.
This is the only lady here smiling at the store. Yeah, listen, we all got our feelings and stuff, but you've clearly, probably modeling set you up for a whole pile of horse shit before you were 20.
Funny, I didn't even know. Yeah, but the trauma in my modeling helped me in my comedy. I mean, when I first got to the store, I was honestly I was just coming out of acting school. So I was like, everybody breathe. Who's going to get in this massage circle with me? And they were like, fuck off, you're ugly. And I was like, ha 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 ha. Like I didn't know how to first handle it. Like I would go on the road with Bobby. He knows this. I've talked about
Bobby Lee.
And he was the first guy to ever took me on the road. And he would let me host for free. And he taught me everything I know. And he would just torture me on the road. Like they would call my name, in a big theater that I'd never done or something. And Bobby wouldn't let me go out on stage.
Yeah, he blocked the door.
He would grab me by my belt buckle. And I'd be like, no, Bobby, let me go. I'd be like crying. I'd hysterically crying. And I learned to kind of like land on my feet. Every time I would land on my feet.
Bobby was doing things to set you up, prepping you with trauma that was negotiable. It was workable. Bobby's chaos is it's good for you.
No, it is. It taught me a lot. And we talk about it all the time. I'm not like talking shit about Bobby. I love him very much. But yeah, he would do all this crazy shit to me. And I would, at the time, I would be like, why is he like this to me? What is he doing this to me? I would cry to my family, you know? Yeah. And he keeps calling me ugly and telling me that I have an AIDS face. I don't know what that means. And he would just be so mean to me, you know? And now I understand all of it now. And I'm so grateful for it because like, I'm trying to help more women in the field, but they don't even kind of want to be a part of it. You know, like a lot of them are not even trying because
they don't see the value in
Yeah.
the camaraderie of a woman who's already been through the gauntlet. They're like, she doesn't know that's what happened to her.
Yeah. I'm almost
Not
like, come
me.
on, let me show you. And they're like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so it's an interesting.
How do you navigate? Because look at, women are pretty, mean.
Ratchet. No, some women are great. I mean, it's not every woman that sucks.
No.
But yeah, it is harder to form bonds with women in comedy. I have people that I've been doing stand up with for like 12 years. So I have my few. Justine Marino's incredible. Like I work with her all the time. And it's like, you find the people who like aren't competitive with you and who want to build you up, and then you build it together, and it's so much more powerful. And I wish that more women were cool with each other. Because it's like, if there was more spots, we wouldn't be fighting each other for the spots. And that's the bigger issue.
And you know what? And I think because it is a boys' club, and that the guys will manipulate, the gatekeepers will manipulate the women to cannibalize on each other.
Oh, of course they will.
I've seen it.
Yeah, because there's only one spot. You think I'm going to help somebody else?
Yeah.
When I have one spot for myself?
Yeah.
Fuck. No. And it's like always the same spots too that, are given to the women. It's like the opening spot and whatever, blah, and look, it's gotten a lot better. Like when I first started, it was like nobody, like I wasn't even allowed to work the ticket. Like Mitzi didn't like women working there. You could work the phones, like to get avails. One time Mitzi called when I was working it. Oh, and she was like, who is this? Who get this woman off the phone. And I was like, oh,
Am I fired now?
Yeah. And when you're taught that like you're not enough or you're not allowed or you start to feel those feelings.
Yeah.
And they're hard to get rid of. I should have started my podcast like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but again, you wanted to do the movie TV thing. Yeah. So you're trying to be a company. Man.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a production company that's Jaded, the full production company.
But I mean like to get into a big movie or a TV show, you're joining those circuses opposed to opening up a lemonade stand.
Yeah, but I want a lemonade stand on my property.
I get it. Yeah, you go, guys, everyone come and sell lemonade.
I wish I did that. I wish I did find more of like a fan circle and people who like really trusted me. And hey, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to get rubbed by Joe Rogan. Okay, no, but everybody wants to get the rub.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just go like, hey, different people have different paths, and you kind of got to go where you're wanted. Otherwise, it's like, why are you struggling with people who hate you?
That's why I went and visited all those other countries. I was like, oh. I can, it doesn't matter where I am as long as they speak English.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Try it. You should try it in another language. That will fuck your
I do.
butt
When
up.
I'm in Scandinavia, I do throw some Swedish and Norwegian words in there for punctuation.
Ooh, give me some fun Norwegian words.
Well, I'll give you some Swedish.
Okay, Swedish.
You can say this, skruten.
Skruten?
Fita.
Skruten fita.
Yeah, that's two Swedish words separately.
Yeah.
But I put them together to make a Jason Rouseism. So it means like scrunched up pussy. Like
I love that. Skruten puta.
Skruten fita.
Skruten fita.
Yeah.
Shashata excluída. That's how you say it in Portuguese.
Say it again.
Shashata.
Shashata.
Shashata is like a funny way to say vagina.
Shashata?
Like shashata. Yeah. So it's how do you say scrunched? I don't know.
Yeah.
Skrudada.
In Danish,
I think.
it's fisu, is pussy.
Fisu.
Fisu. And it's funny because puss in Swedish means kiss. In Afrikaans, it means cunt.
Yeah.
So your massa puss, it means your massa puss is your mother's cunt.
Oh, I love that.
And I'd be talking to my Swedish friends or my South African friends in the background, and I'd be like, puss, puss.
Puss, puss.
And they're like, cunt, But
I'm actually talking about my mother. How dare you?
The Dutch and the Afrikaans has a lot of. It's weird. It's not even weird. You can tell where.
Yeah, they migrated throughout, and all the slang just followed. Yeah,
it's interesting. But kiitos means thank you in Finnish.
Oh, I love that. Kiitos.
Kiitos. They have a Norwegian and Swedish have a lot of crossovers.
Right.
I think Danish people can understand Norwegian and Swedish, but don't. Swedish and Norwegian people can't understand Danish.
Yeah, it's like all the Latin root.
And no one gives a fuck about Finland. Like that, it's more
Those
of
dumb Finns. We hate the Finns, right?
No, I like them. I want to go back. They're actually
I have no either way.
You sound like an arrogant American right
now.
No,
dude, I'm Brazilian. I
get it.
I don't, a lot of the European countries, I mean, I lived in Vel for 3 months.
What's Vel?
Vel is a little city outside of Rotterdam in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I did a music festival there, Lowlands Festival.
I love it. I mean, there's really not a type of person that I'm
How old were you living in Holland?
It was 2004. It was like a abroad program for college, and then I just stayed a little extra.
I think I was there. I performed at Tumler's Comedy Club around 2004.
That's crazy. Yeah. Around the same time I lived there. I didn't even want to do
so
comedy
bad.
yet.
Bombed. Dutch people in my North American taboo context, they were just... But I did do well at the music festival.
They laugh, but they're just not as they don't show as much emotion. Do you know what I mean? They're probably laughing on the inside.
And thanks for being kind. But that wasn't the case. I looked probably simple and kind of sad to them.
I loved it there. It was a time where mullets were really in, and I was like, oh, look at these European men with these tight pants and mullets.
I fucked a hooker because she was dressed as a cop.
How funny. Was it still red light district when you were there where you could still tap on the window?
Oh, no, this was just some guy passed out in the elevator in my hotel. It's like, I guess we got a heavy sleeper over here.
Hilarious.
Put a sock over that camera.
And that's where I had sex with that sleeping dude.
Yeah, that was bad. Everything's bad.
Yeah, in Rotterdam, I stayed in a boat hotel, and somebody had taken a full-size shit in the shower, and we were all like...
Was it a communal shower?
Yeah, it was like one of those communal showers that you have to take your little, caddy of bathroom shit, and it was just a full perfect log, and we're all laughing. We all had to take bets to see who'd pick it up, and blah blah blah, and I lost, and I had to pick it up and throw it out.
You picked up someone's shit?
I mean, I didn't do it barehanded. I'm not living on the edge.
You just got a whole lot cooler.
But I had to pick up the shit, and I'll never forget. And just thinking it was one of the funniest things we'd ever seen. It was just the most perfect shit I'd ever seen, not come out of my butt. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what was it like? Was there a wipe? I guess you don't have to wipe in the shower.
No, yeah.
I'm talking like I've never taken a shit in the shower.
And you have your pinky out while you're saying this. When you take a shit in the shower.
I do it. I do work with the pinky out. I don't know what it is.
You do. I hold on tight.
Yeah, you're a gripper.
I'm a gripper. Yeah.
I have a finger out so I can poke someone in the fucking eye.
Have you shit in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It's so fun.
I'm the log father. I've shit off. Look at you're talking. You want to do the poo talk?
Let's poo. Let's poo it out.
His shit, I'll tell you something.
Yeah. Ew, get away from me. Why are you so close to me?
I never used a toilet for over, I made a bet that I would.
Stop.
And I never pooped in a toilet for over a year.
No, stop. Jason,
and
stop.
This is true.
Where are you pooping?
Well, I put newspaper down in my kitchen.
No!
See, you don't want to dance, do you?
Okay, I thought I wanted to dance a little, but now I'm
father.
The log father. But I guess you push faster that way because your legs that's how monkeys shit. So that's how we're supposed to shit.
Well, that's the thing. Those step-up toilet steps.
Oh, the
squatty potty.
Yeah.
That's how your body... Yeah, I've shit off bridges. I shit on I shit on my friend's wrist at a party by accident.
How? Is your butthole loose?
No. I was laughing. But, okay, let me explain.
Wait a minute.
I'm from a town that what I've been told is a lot like Pittsburgh.
Okay, I see.
Steel, filthy. Yeah. Filthy.
I said Philly, by the way. I would never call Philadelphians filthy.
Really? I've never been. I heard they're cool, though.
No, they're cool. Philly, it's like Boston. It's like that kind of folk.
So, warehouse party, after hours party.
Yeah.
I'm probably 20 years old.
Yeah.
And they open up the loading dock because the place was filling up. It's a keg party for a bunch of psychos and their friends. And they open up the loading dock, and I walk backwards to the end of the loading dock, pull down my pants, and then push my dick back, so it looked like I was pissing out my ass.
Right.
Well, my friends come over to the urine stream. Everyone's laughing. Oh,
Right.
look at how crazy
You're like, I'm
this
crushing.
is. Yeah. I'm a hero. I'm the village idiot over here. And then my friends pretended that they were like on this either side of the stream, and because their backs were people, so it looked like they were splashing this piss. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the audience. Yeah. And I'm seeing the look of like
and you're
disbelief.
Laughing so hard. Yeah.
And then I farted. And a log shot out and landed on my friend's wrist. No! And everybody ran. Like I pulled out a gun.
Yeah. He's got a log. He's got a log.
He took his wrist, wiped it down the back of my shirt. So I had a huge shit stain down the back of my shirt.
Oh, girls don't do that. If I find a chick who does that, that's going to be my best friend.
A lady that handles her own shit?
I have a friend who pooped on the beach once, like on the sand, and I thought that was pretty cool.
A girl?
A girl, yeah.
What's her number?
Was like, I'll give it to you after. I'm not going to give my friend's number.
No.
Well, actually.
Yeah. Tell her now.
She's from Philly, actually. That's kind of funny.
I heard a girl who was from Philly liked the shit outside.
She did it. I can barely, it depends for me. Like, I can barely pee outside. I just don't like sitting in the wet after.
I can shit on one of those inversion tables.
Like upside down?
Yeah.
That could be good for you.
No, it never is.
If you push too hard, you get a hemorrhoid immediately.
I've never get hemorrhoids. Do you want to see?
Wait, does the shit just come into your mouth? How does that happen?
Do you want to see something crazy gross?
Fine.
Okay, we're talking about shit, right?
All right, then we're moving on from shit.
Yeah, I know you're right to blush, but there's some humanity to what I'm about to show you.
Of course. We are the world.
A friend of mine who
we all take shits.
He sent me this picture. He said this was his new headshot. This is really, and I know you're not this is terrible enough, but you got to take a look at this. Okay, this is my friend Boomer. He sent me this picture. Oh. Yeah, it's bad, right?
It's so bad because
it's big. It's gaping.
It's big. If that was
Boomer's
a girl,
asshole. Yeah.
But why is it so
that
big?
Muddy and it's dirty?
But why is it so big?
I know you don't like hairy. This is probably the worst asshole you're ever going to see.
I've seen some dirty butts, but that is like
ask Boomer Phillips at Boomer Phillips. On
Dear
Instagram.
Boomer, Dear Boomer Phillips.
Look at that.
Why don't you wipe around the whole of your asshole?
I know, it's so dirty. He calls it old bashful.
It's like, it almost feels like you whipped the poop around, so then it like went around the circle and got it dirty.
Only started washing his... Did you notice the penis?
Didn't even see that there was a penis there. I was so distracted by the shit around the butthole.
A twisted up nutsack and a burnt bologna stapled to... He's got a botched
and
circumcision.
He's like, why am I single?
No, he's with a...
He's married.
No, he's not married.
Oh.
He's been with his girl, I think, like 6 or 7 years. 7 years now?
Mrs. Boomer, why aren't you helping your boyfriend wipe his butt?
She told me that her pajamas have Cinnabon stains on them in the morning.
I can't handle this anymore. This has gone too far for me.
Okay.
Now the girl's got poop on her? You just getting poop on everything?
He's a poop.
He needs to do some butt Kegel exercises to get that butthole tighter.
Well, he's actually a well-established actor.
So his real name isn't Boomer.
It's totally Boomer. He was in the movie Goon 2.
I'm sorry. Oh, the famous movie Goon 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't catch Goon 1. Where
he's crying.
You might have seen his asshole in Rolled Oats #7. Love that movie. Was Brad Pitt in it?
No, anyway, let's not people have heard enough about... I bring this out when people show me pictures that are kids. I show them Boomer's asshole.
Yeah, he's really got a gaping butthole if I've ever seen one.
We call him a gaper. I showed it to Andy Dick, and he said it was gross.
Wow, Andy Dick thought it was gross? Yikes.
Dick thought it was gross. Sandler's friend.
Also, the color of his poop...
there's a hygiene issue
too yellow.
on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I even get a tiny bit of poop on my underwear by accident because I didn't wipe hard enough.
Sure.
And for days I think about it. And I'm like, I can't even handle it.
No.
And now he's just sitting around.
Yeah, he's a dirty bastard.
Dirty motherfucker. See, it's like, and you see people who are single who can't get any. Look at this dirty ass gaping butthole guy with a girlfriend.
Nice lady.
You can do it.
Nice girlfriend. One of the
Super
only
nice
girlfriends that he's had that I've approved.
I mean, she's got to go through so much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like guys going down on me after I poop.
No, I don't like guys going after on me while
you poop. I don't even. What's
Blumkin.
she into? Blumkin, yeah.
They're a couple matched up.
I mean, maybe she's got a dirty butt too.
You never know.
You never know.
They do have a dog, but his asshole's probably the cleanest in the house. Yeah.
I love going ass to ass and seeing how old people are. If they remember do you know what that's the reference from?
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
So I'll go like ass to ass and go like, you know where that's from? And if they don't know, I'm like, we can't be friends.
No. Did you, that, it's another reminder not to do heroin.
Yeah, that movie fucked me up. I was like, oh, yikes. I can't barely do Adderall. I can't handle drugs.
Yeah.
I can handle downers, but not uppies.
Are you a wine drinker?
No. I mean, if I drink,
Vodka?
I guess I'll drink wine. No, I'm a tequila girl. If I drink, I'll like have a margarita or something. I don't drink.
Yeah.
I'd much rather get high, smoke weed.
I know.
I'm a weed girl. Yeah.
That's the one thing I do miss from California is how many, like the Comedy Store had like a weed chimney.
I know. I miss my weed guy so much. He moved.
Yeah.
He moved to a different place to open a huge business, different state.
Gino?
No, Gino's still there.
Gino, I think, is going to come out here at some point.
I just saw him the other day. He's great.
I love Gino.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I miss buying like cheap weed. That's great weed. But now it's so expensive. I mean, I'm like writing off my weed expenses. I'm like, I need this to be creative.
Yeah, it's definitely. And when you're getting boutique shit, and a lot of time, look at Gino would come down to the store with a hockey bag, a duffel bag.
I love
full,
that. What is you could have
and
this?
Hand it out.
Give it to you. Yeah, here you go. Here you go.
Take it, and week after week after week after week after week after week for years.
I know. I would always have weed when I was at the store.
Yeah,
like too much weed.
And it was like you'd open the bag and you're like, oh, this is the best shit you can get.
Speed weed is awesome. They don't work for us, but if you want to. Gino, you know where to find us.
Yeah, I know. Please knock on my door now, Gino. I could use a little devil's lettuce.
Every once in a while. Yeah, and the weed here in Texas, I haven't had a lot of it, but the ones that I had, it's like you get really high really fast, and then you just come down so aggressively from it, and you're like at the munchies, and you're tired. I hate that.
I've been had some headaches.
Yeah.
Headaches.
Well, the allergies are bad right here, now. Allergies are real bad. Oh, my God, we're so old.
I use a nitty pot. I'm almost 50.
Yeah, I'm almost 40.
You're almost 40?
Yeah. 37.
I was going to say 32.
I feel good. I've had some Botox done in the right places.
Did you have Botox?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, yeah. Right here.
Point. There?
Yeah, I used to have like full vagina right there, like a line right there.
And what about...
Nothing else. That's
really?
It. Yeah. Fillers are scary. They can really change the shape of your face.
Yeah.
And if you sleep on it weird, it like gets fucked up. Like
pushes
I don't want
it
that.
into another pocket.
Yeah, then you just
face.
have like a chin on your neck.
I'll probably I've got a couple busted noses, so I'll eventually get my nose done.
Your nose is so good. But do you have a fucked up septum?
Yeah. It's crossed off on one side.
Yeah, my dad can only breathe 10% of the amount he's supposed to. I'm like, Dad, get the surgery.
Boomer breathes through his asshole.
Yeah, that's why it's so gaping.
I love it.
He's got
your eyes
all
closed.
The time.
Your eyes closed.
I can see it.
I told you can't come back from that.
You can't.
I tried to tiptoe in it. And
his mom left him in shitty diapers. That's what it was. The trauma's all the way from when he was a baby, and he just
he just doesn't wipe.
What do you mean? Like, I'm so upset about it.
Okay, we got a shelf, Boomer. Now,
I hate you, Boomer. I hate you and your dirty, huge, wide,
yawning mud puddles. What the indigenous people call them in Canada.
Just wipe the sides. Like you don't have to go in because you don't want to lose your hand. But
he was on a Howie Mandel had a hidden camera show.
Oh, another hitter. Another heavy hitter.
I love when I talk show
His
business.
Credits are really, you're like, oh, and he was a fucking extra on that game show. What's that game show?
He's done nothing.
He's done nothing. No, Boomer, you have more movie credits than me. I'm not going to shit on your shit.
Probably not. But you do want to do the movie.
Yeah, I want to do more movies. I've done a lot of TV, but I want to do. I mean, I've done enough TV, but nobody knows. I had a really.
It's all short. With the exception of Talk Soup, which you were the anchor.
Yeah,
that's a pretty stripped down, personality driven. Like outside of stand up, that show.
It was a dream, man. I honestly thought that it would be something I did for many years. I thought I was like settling into like a cool position. And I mean, COVID killed it. You know, there's no way around it.
You were.
So I was the. No, it's over. It's done.
Yeah,
the soup is done. But I was the newest host of the soup after Joe McHale had an 11-year stint. I got on and I got to host, and it was called Talk Soup originally. It started in the 90s, and
I watched the show.
Yeah, a lot of famous people.
The tall gentleman that was the former
John Henson.
He's super funny.
He's so good. He's my favorite host.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's so great. He's so silly. And
I wanted to hate him because he
him.
checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah,
as far as just good-looking people with timing. Fuck them.
Much. I used to watch him when I was a kid. Like, it's why I learned English. I would watch those talking head shows were really important to me. Like,
yes.
Remember the VH1 ones that was like pop-up video? And I remember being like, one day I'll be just like Hal Sparks.
Yeah, I always pictured myself doing pop-up video stuff.
Yeah.
But then I realized that you couldn't say that things. I couldn't show Boomer's asshole
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was very restricted on the soup as well, and because it's a network and you can't do all the dirty stuff you wanted to do. And I felt a little stripped down. I'm not going to lie. There was some restrictions on what I wanted to.
But the audience that you would build to do the live shows, your stand-up career would be like, oh, we're selling out all the shows.
Well, I hope that it still happens.
And people want to see me be cheeky in a live entertainment.
No,
look at Saget.
that was the dream.
Bob Saget. Right?
Exactly.
That's as good as it's going to get.
No, it is. And it's it's almost harder for a woman to be that way because once you're kind of categorized in that section where you're like, you're a dirty comic or blah, it's you kind of become a little less castable. Like they really do have a problem with it. Like I remember this was a while ago. I was testing for some NBC show. And the night before I found out my friend was also testing, an old friend of mine, Michelle Buteau. And so I posted an old photo of us and we're on the bar floor. And I wrote, started from the bar, now we're here. Good luck tomorrow or something, right? And I got there and one of the assistants was like, oh, were you out at a bar last night? Like the day before your test? And I was like, oh, that was an old photo.
Yeah. Like
they're constantly looking, at your social stuff. And
my friends who've gotten shows had to give over their passwords to their media so that the people in the office could comb through and delete anything that might be conflict of interest.
Well, you gotta be that way. They're like, it's a business for them. They have advertisers.
Boomer's asshole is my profile
my God,
picture.
Jesus, I hate him.
It's my profile picture.
No, it's not.
Well, I would if I could.
You should put your tiny face, Photoshop it into the hole.
Oh, people have done it. It's a whole thing now.
Okay, cool.
It's a whole thing.
Nobody put my face in there. I don't want it there.
Actually, I think please add Jade's face to Boomer's asshole, please.
Just make it a good photo at least, okay?
I'll make sure that in Photoshop they use a good one. Do you want to be smiling or kind of like
I want to be
cheeky?
crawling out of it. Like,
okay.
help,
like a sewer?
Yeah. Like, whoa. Fuck. Like I'm a Ninja Turtle coming out to fight crime. Ha!
You're at the Vulcan tonight.
I'm at the Vulcan tonight, but this isn't coming out tonight.
But what, it's going to be out in an hour. What,
sweet.
What's the most people you performed in front of over the last 12 months?
I was going to say, I used to open for Bill, so a lot. I did I did the Houston Improv this weekend, so I had a couple hundred people in there.
Now, was that the first show that you've done inside a building?
That's the first show I've done inside a building in a year and whatever time, yeah.
Wow.
And for a while, I was doing a lot of outside shows, but people were wearing masks, and I didn't understand how much I needed to see teeth.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I liked it.
You need the whole connection.
I like the energy. Yeah, and I don't write first, I perform first. I like the energy that I get off of the audience. I kind of don't know what to do if it's just like, okay, here's your 5 minutes. Like Zoom shows were horrible for me.
I think I did one birthday thing earlier in this, but I don't, and then no one ever asked me again.
Right. Yeah, me too. I did one. I was like, here's my underwear drawer. I was just showing them shit around the house.
To show them, if you're trying to get out of any position, take
Boomer's butt.
Boomer's butthole.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deal
breaker.
Sir,
thank you for the opportunity. However,
if you just open this JPEG on your phone.
Oh my God.
Like the lady that was complaining about the bar, you were at the bar the night before.
Yeah.
How do you think somebody like that would react to you mistakenly forwarding Boomer's asshole to her?
Well,
you get fired.
Yeah, you'd get fired. Something I like to do is when I get on an airplane and I open up and I see who is open to share with, I'll send them photos and flyers of my show. Like when I'm traveling for the weekend, right? Yeah. I get on a plane, right? And you know how you can airdrop?
Oh.
So I airdrop my poster to everybody that's available on the plane.
Interesting.
Yeah, you guys can take that.
Leave your iDrop open. And then, but can't
No,
they can accept it. They can accept.
Yeah.
So then it's legally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not invading.
Right.
Interesting. And
I mean, their airdrop's open. It's like nothing legal about it.
What? But you're kind of open up invitations for fucking idiots too, right?
No, my airdrop's closed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't receive from everyone. I can just hand it out.
Yeah.
So I'll put out my poster. Sometimes I'll put out just funny photos of me and see if anybody like notices that it's me.
Interesting.
It's kind of just for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sprinkling that little magic around.
Yeah, and I'm like that loser that like I will travel by myself to a club and then I'll go shopping and stuff and be like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? And I just like bark the entire day. And because I still get very nervous about ticket sales. My ego is very much in my way.
As far as like if your show's half full?
Yeah, if the show's like empty, like it's hard for me to fully enjoy it and give it my all. I still have that feeling of like, fuck, if I started a fucking podcast years ago, if I wasn't featuring for that long, I had the what if. And so it's cool to like slowly let go of that. Cause I'm so grateful now to just get up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
You're going to rock it tonight.
I'm excited. I'm excited to have a set.
It's going to be
on a real show.
And Creek in the Cave is doing their grand opening.
So
tonight.
Fabulous. I am so excited to see Rebecca. She's so lovely.
Rogan's going to have a club in July.
So Rebecca's running this and so it's like just like Creek in the Cave in New York, but here.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yeah. They're literally there's
incredible.
Paint drying in the building right now.
Oh,
probably.
Good for them. You guys check them out. They are an incredible organization. And in New York, they were like one of the first clubs that helped me. And I love those.
They had pinball machines, which blew me away when I went in there. I was like,
here at the one here?
No, at the New York
one.
Oh,
the downstairs. Yeah.
I was like, wow. I got so wasted on a Legion of Skanks episode because they gave me. There's not too many places that you perform in that they allow you to have free drinks.
Right.
And it was great to get
I loved
blasted.
It there. Those festivals, I mean, you'd be covered in. Boomer would fit right in, yeah.
Boomer would fit right out.
Right out.
Did I sound
Canadian?
Everybody out. Oot.
Yeah, you guys roll through. We're going to have a comedy show in Boomer's asshole tonight. And it's going to be real fun. It's PG-13 though, so don't bring your kids.
Let's go. Can you pull up his IMDb and make fun of him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because you're real, like you're legit.
Well, I don't know how legit I am. Like a lot of the things people haven't seen
are losers, but you've been loads of TV, tons of movies, commercials, all of it. You're
all right, let's see.
Boomer. But you can rip it apart. I don't live in this neighborhood.
Okay, Boomer, what's his last name again?
Phillips.
PH?
Yes. Or Jeff Phillips.
Boomer, is it actor from Letterkenny?
Yes.
Here we go.
And tell me if what's crap and what's not.
Oh, Boomer Phillips. Boomer Phillips. Hold on. The description isn't really interesting. All Boomer Phillips ever wanted to be was a firefighter. But after obtaining a degree in mechanical engineering and graduating the Texas A&M University Fire Academy, a shortage of firefighter jobs made him reconsider his dreams. Boomer, let me just tell you this right now. Nobody gives a fuck. Why is this in your IMDb?
Keep going.
Okay. Boomer first stepped on a stand-up comedy stage in August 2005. Within a year, he was a finalist in 3 high-profile comedy competitions.
That's a lie.
Yuck Toronto, Yuck's Ajax Laugh Off, and the Hogtown Comedy Festival. Look. All the big comedians have done the Hogtown Comedy Festival.
Hogtown. It's for impotent old men.
Hogtown.
Hogtown.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're lying. He's worked on over 60 commercials.
Probably.
60?
Yeah. Like I said, Canadian show business is pretty easy.
That's fucking insane. Has made over 200 television appearances and has had multiple roles. Okay, like how about this, Boomer? Instead of giving us 60 and 200, just give us some of the names of the things you've been on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Over 200 credits, you can't name one of them?
Yeah, no.
Recent credits include guest spots on Crave TV's hit comedy Letterkenny. That sounds like he was in Handmaid's Tale. That's a big fucking show. Can't make fun of that. And The Strain.
What did he do in Handmaid's Tale? Which is shot in my hometown, by the way.
He was like the grocery store dude. Yeah, like Kirk number. No, it didn't say on here.
Blacksmith or something. He's a large.
But Goon 2, I guess, looks like a big deal. Let's hit on.
That's the only thing I paid attention to was a hockey movie he did 10 years ago. with
God,
Stifler.
now all I can see is how wide his neck is, and it makes sense that his butthole's so wide.
Do you think he's trying to shove his own head up his ass?
His whole neck. Let's see what he was in Handmaid's Tale.
I think he played a lesbian who worked as a blacksmith.
It doesn't say on here, but I'm very interested. No. I mean, it's a big deal show. It's a big deal show.
Yeah, one appearance.
I wanted to make fun of him more, but I guess some of the stuff... I mean, wow, Goon looks like a fun movie.
It's fun. No one saw it. The second one.
But let's see what else. Country Christmas Homecoming. That looks like a piece of shit.
Hallmark.
No, he's been in a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
I just, update your bio. Nobody cares about your weird firefighter career going wrong.
No. That's him telling his hometown to go fuck themselves.
Wait, should we watch the demo reel? It's very long.
No, his voice is haunting.
I feel like after the demo reel, I should just go to the butt and it go with his name over it.
Yeah, with a credit roll with his asshole over top of it.
I have to hear his voice just for a second, just so I can not sleep tonight. Hold on. My internet's not working. It's like, Jade, do you really? Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the lunch. How can I help you?
All right, here's the deal. This is what I want. I want 3 to 4 young, hot, non-English speaking women, Asian preferably if you got them. Now, my girlfriend here, she gets a little nervous around people, so she's going to sit there and watch while I wear a werewolf mask and masturbate. We cool?
Wow, give this guy an Oscar! Out of the 200 performances, this is what you put in your reel from Bounty Hunters?
You're a real actress. Like, how bad was that? It seemed a little wiry,
I'm not going
right?
to shit on other people's dreams.
Oh, those aren't dreams.
Come on.
Those are nightmares.
He couldn't be a firefighter because there was a shortage of firefighters. So he had to be an actor. I love that that's like his motivation. That's like, it's not even that he loved acting. It's just like he couldn't be a firefighter. Failed attempt.
I started him in the stand-up. He realized stand-up comedy's full of losers and quickly made it into comedic actor.
Right.
But he's still got that blown-out asshole.
But not after he won the Hog Down Comedy Festival.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. He didn't win it. He was just a part of it.
Hog Down.
Like the Hog Down. This guy's working more than any black chick out there, and that's what's fucked up. You know what I mean? Ugh.
It's disgusting. If they only knew.
It's like if I looked at him though, just not knowing, I probably would think his butthole's cleaner than it actually is.
A lot of people know that.
Yeah. He looks like he wipes some.
It's the smile. It's the sociopath.
Hey, yeah, hi. I'm Boomer. It's like that. You ever wanted to go somewhere dark and spacey? Come into my asshole. It's the Hog Down fun time. I hate him. I don't know why I feel like he reminds me of every
would not
guy.
get along.
Yeah,
you would not.
Yeah.
It's not your...
Not after this.
No. You would never look at his mouth the same way.
No, it just all I see is his butthole.
Yeah, you need to walk on your hands and wear a hat over your asshole.
That's so funny, little hat.
What's that whistling noise? Oh, the wind changed direction, so it blows over the hole.
God.
You know when you blow across the beer bottle?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like that. It's so unfair. You guys can just fart freely and girls will still date you. No girl can walk around with a dirty asshole like that and have respect for herself.
Trust me.
That's a double standard.
When you have a dirty asshole like that and you're a lady, you don't need respect for yourself because you got enough. You got enough from the outside. So there's no
guy lets me be funny with stuff like guys do that the belt buckle thing, you know, where they pull out their dick and they're like, yeah, look, it's like a piece of gum or a chewed up gum, you know, like or belt buckle. I once thought it was so funny. I was at a pool party and I pulled out one lip.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you guys, check out my new wallet. It's Italian. And they were like, the faces just disgusted. Yeah. Go back to school, you know.
Well, you beat them at their own game.
They didn't like it.
No, they think that this is our thing to pull out
we all
our
have
genitals.
Funny, weird-looking genitals. Nobody's like, no genitals are perfect.
Boomer has a pussy for an asshole.
He does.
At a Sri Lankan brothel, or by the looks of it. Yeah, every time his name comes up,
I'm scarred now because I can just picture it.
Everybody is. I'm sorry. And this is part of our friendship now is this will be the third party.
It's just always, it's going to be, he's always going to be around like a weird.
Yeah.
dark hole that I never wanted to go into.
Ghost that was haunting your Airbnb, this is scarier than
I'll get out of my head real quick. I'll get home tonight.
9 showers, drink some bleach.
3 showers. Go fuck in that Airbnb shower. Christen it up real nice. Get my money's worth. I used to have all these jokes about like sex being awkward and stuff, but now I date a hot guy and it's like it's not as funny, because I'm like, oh, this works. This actually stand-up sex is actually fun.
Yeah, not in Crocs.
I like Crocs. I'll make him keep them on sometimes.
They're slippery.
Yeah, well, you got to I like a sock and a Croc. Sock under a Croc. Yeah, that's my look.
I didn't know you were Italian.
Yeah, I like that look. I like Birks and socks too. I like a real lesbian.
I just made fun of a guy on my hike yesterday wearing a Metallica shirt with Crocs and socks.
That was my boyfriend.
No.
Yes, it was. I'm not lying. That was my boyfriend was wearing a Metallica shirt yesterday and wearing Crocs and socks at Lady Bird. I'm not kidding.
No, that wasn't you that was with him. I wonder if I still on my stories. There's no way.
Dude, I swear. How funny would that be?
No.
So I'm walking by this fucking asshole, right?
This guy was hideous.
Oh, that's not him. But yeah, he was sockless yesterday. See?
No, this guy had
Crocs.
Crocs.
He was sockless, but he is wearing Crocs.
But not a Metallica shirt.
No, yeah, but he put it on later.
Oh, this guy didn't have a tank top. He just had BO.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, I hate raw onions. If you smell like that, don't come near me. Just get out of here. I'm going to take a picture of you. That's a really good one. Well, let's wrap it up.
Let's get out of here.
5:30. Yeah, I want to go take a little nap before tonight.
Freshen up. I'm going to come down and throw rocks at the stage. And but it's going to be fun. You're going to kill it tonight. I'm excited, actually.
I'm really excited too.
Thursdays have become a really fun time here in Austin.
Yeah.
And Red Band is the catalyst for all of it.
I'm really excited to have a little taste of it.
Yeah. Who's on the show with you tonight?
Tonight it's me, Tony, Red Band, a few of the guys from like the open micers from the show, and I didn't really know any of the other names. But I'm hoping some cool local Austin people.
You're going to love it. Honestly, like it seems like everybody's 25 and kind of cool.
Oh, fun, because I hate young people.
I know, but these are Texas.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah, you're going to dig it.
And tell everybody,
hate young people.
Tell everybody to listen to my podcast, please. Join my Patreon, subscribe, do all the good stuff.
And
Jaded.
You record Jaded at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles?
At the Comedy Store, in the green room upstairs with the Beverly Hills wallpaper.
What happened to the downstairs studio?
I didn't want to tape it there because I wanted the wallpaper behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all the Groucho Marx and...
No. They redid it was like the Beverly Hills wallpaper where it's like banana leaves, like the palm tree kind of looking things.
Ah, okay.
And I had this like pink velvet chair, so I thought it would look really cool against it.
So stoked.
Same style as you.
Thank you. Where can people find you?
JadeCatta-Preta.com all across the board. Jade Catta-Preta on all the socials. And watch old episodes of The Soup on NBC.com.
Fantastic. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And follow all her stuff. Thank you.
Hail Satan. Bye.
Stop!
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.